another exciting episode of the $1 Million Peddlers. I'm Papergoy.
And I'm Mr-Magazine.
And it's Saturday BOLO Day. We try to bring you every Saturday a deep dive into what's sold over the past week or two on eBay with a little backstory, some ways to help you, because you can find these things out there as well, and maybe entertain you once or twice. So take it away, Mr. Magazine, with the entertainment.
Here we go. Well, this may not look like much to you or even to me, but it does look like $12, so which isn't too shabby for a newer Hot Wheels car. It is the blue Tesla Model 3. I don't think it's not a rare car. It's just a popular Hot Wheels, just like the Corvette, the Lamborghini, the Porsche, the Ferrari, cars that I want to drive someday when I get older. But anyways, you can find these out there. You might even find them in Walmart, and you make a few bucks on them.
I never actually even thought about that before. I would take it then pretty much any Tesla of any type is probably pretty good.
Yeah, they'd be popular. I would say they would sell.
Okay. Yeah. See, and I'm not a car guy, so I don't think about
muscle
that.
cars, Mustangs, the Dodge Chargers, anything like that.
How about a Chevy Nova?
The right Chevy Nova, you never know. Yeah, for sure.
Which would go for more, this Hot Wheels or a real Chevy Nova?
It's pretty close. Yeah, they're both in demand. Moving on here. Pittsburgh Pirates 1960 National League Champs team roster photo. Obviously, Clemente's in there.
Is that just a team photo?
That is a team photo, yeah.
$25 for just a team photo?
It is, yeah.
Wow, I don't mean to downplay it.
Yeah, we had it for about 8 months, and it sold for $25.
Wow.
And they didn't even mention Clemente in there, but, the fan would, any Pirates fan would know that he's in there. And that's probably partly the reason, and they did win.
What's the second picture?
Oh, good question. The back.
Just the back.
Yeah, but
so can I give a tip if you could do it?
Sure.
Next time?
Yep.
Go back to the first picture, and I would have them zoom in and put a third picture up with the zoom in on as much of the names as you possibly can.
That's a good idea. All right, I got to remember to zoom in because we got a new lister now. That lister that learned to zoom in is zoomed out of my business. So next up, these are always popular.
Who's zooming who?
This is double popular. This is a twofer because you got He-Man, Masters of the Universe, and you got vintage Carnival glass. So this is the smaller 6-inch version. I heard there was 12 inches. I got a lot of questions on these, but this ended up selling for close to $70. I think $68 was the offer.
That's one of those things you would win at the Carnival if you could knock over the bottle.
Exactly.
The milk bottles. Okay.
Oddly, after it sold, I think I was asking $80. After it sold, I had someone offer me $50. I said, well, if it doesn't sell, offer me $50. He was local. He was going to pick it up. Well, then I get an offer from $40 from a local guy. I go, didn't you just offer me $50? He goes, no, there must have been someone else. And then he was upset that I wouldn't sell for $40 because I said I would sell for $50, but it was a different local guy. Well, in the meantime, someone out of state bought it for $68. So I'm the winner there.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Next up, you can probably find these in garbage cans or almost anywhere, like just thrown out. But it's in the 1980s trophy lot. Bowling trophy, sales trophy, royal ribbon, high average for bowling, 8 trophies, and I think I took $45 for it.
Well, you definitely can find these. You go to estate sales, and the last day of an estate sale, nobody's going to have bought those, and you can just make them an offer and say, I'll give you $5 on all the trophies in the room, and at that point, they're just going to be, well, get them out of here.
Sure.
And if you can get $40 out of it for 8, that's a good deal every day long.
Well, you got it. Next up, pick this card up in some collection for... Realistically, it probably isn't $1 per card or anything. But I did get it graded. It came back a Mint 9, which is a high grade for this particular clear acetate card. And it sold for $220. It's Kevin Garnett's That's Jam, which they have different, grape and so forth with different players. If there's a Jordan, it's probably like thousands of dollars. But, you never know if you see this out there. It doesn't look like it's worth that much, but it certainly is. And lastly, I don't like to take advantage of the passing of anyone, but...
it was listed.
It was listed. We were selling a lot of Olivia Newton-John stuff, records galore. We probably sold 20, 30 records over the last 2 days. But, I guess if you have any of this in your house, anywhere, now's the time to sell it, unfortunately. But, you got to do what you got to do.
Well, and another thing, too, is this is posting a couple of weeks after her demise. And people are going to say, well, this is old news. She's passed. All of her, not all, but a lot of her stuff sold. So even when you go to the sites, and I'm making the numbers up because I do not know, but usually there's 100 Olivia Newton-John, whatever, one of her albums on Amazon. Now there's 38 left.
Correct, yeah.
You could price yours low and sell it fairly quickly because Amazon would always sell 2 of those a day
Right.
or 1 of those a day, no matter what.
Well, and we were low man at a total pole. We were selling for $6, $7, $8, which at least we didn't raise the price, but we just sold them and moved them out.
Which you had up anyway. Yep. So the first item I have up over here, I did pick up at Heritage.
The zoom in.
Mitch Hedberg, anthropomorphic original art, Jason John Arn. Yep. Satelloid.
That doesn't look like as much, but it certainly sounds like it.
It certainly does. And thank goodness on the back he wrote Mitch Hedberg, because otherwise I didn't even put it on. But yeah, on the back he listed Mitch Hedberg. But I got $74 out of that. Anthropomorphic people do collect that sort of thing. And of course, Mitch Hedberg's always been popular as well. So just never know what you might find out there. I picked it up at Heritage and made money on it. I think I paid, I don't know, $20, $25, something rather like that for it. It was just something nobody else saw the value in. So certainly when you're out there, if you see something a little bit oddball, just take a chance on it. Yeah. You can make a little bit of money. Next item we have up is IBM International Business Machines Annual Report 1952. Went for $42. Why did I write International Business Machines out?
Because that's what's on the cover. That's what IBM stands for?
Yep. And also, what else am I going to write? And if I just said IBM Annual Report, it looks like a really, really bad listing. Right. So I was like, what am I going to list on this possibly? Gross revenues went up 14% over the prior year. I mean, what exactly am I going to write? Right. So I just kind of did that at that. But just to let you know, these old annual reports do sell, certainly do. Next item I have up over here is another thing we've talked about many, many times over that do sell, and that's the American flag covers. So Click Magazine, December 1929, American flag cover. It also has Adolf Hitler and H.G. Wells. I'm always very careful. I know you're allowed to list Hitler stuff in the magazine area, in the book area. Yeah. I'm still very, very careful. I try not to put too many pictures of him or anything like that up there, just because you never know. eBay could change their philosophy on a dime, and all of a sudden you're in trouble.
Absolutely.
But if you do have something with the American flag on it, definitely do list it and list it as such, because it does sell, no doubt at all about it. Next item we have over here is the International Goodwill Excursion, Rochester, New York, Coburg, Ontario, June 1929 poster. This was folded down and sitting at a sale for $1. And I think I took $50 out of it. And it has writing on it. They had, I don't know if I can, I don't know, I'm sure if you take a look at it, look, they wrote all over the poster. That is writing on the poster.
Wow.
Where they talked about the whole trip. And this, that. So it was not in great shape as far as that goes, because it had the writing on it.
Sure.
All my competition walked right by it, took one look at it and go, it's all written on, who would want this?
Right.
And I got $50 out of it because I said, this has to be one of a kind.
Yeah.
Let alone the fact that it did have the writing on it, where, I didn't bother reading it, but I'm sure that if you were into the excursion, it probably tells you, it was a great time, we went over here, we did this.
Yeah.
It's got historical value on it as well. So a lot of times you can find things out there that your competition just walks by and has no interest at all in. Mm-hmm. And we're going to be doing a live video at some point in the future about instincts and how important they are. And these are the kind of things that when we talk about instincts that I'm talking about. Yeah. My competitors walked right by it. I did not, and I ended up getting $50.
Cool. Nice.
And the last item I had is the New York Times, June 5th, 1951, Korean War, Eugene Dennis Communist Supreme Court. I got $44.21 out of it, and it is, I believe, this might be the full paper. A lot of these I picked up were only Section 1. Nope, Section 1 only. So I got $44 out of Section 1 only. New York Times is, I would say, the best paper to buy in the modern era, certainly. But I want to tell a quick story. It's partially my show, so I can tell stories.
Sure. When's that starting?
I got an email from somebody, and I'm doing a better job now at answering questions.
Okay.
And the gentleman asked, on page 5 of this paper, is there a story about a soldier who fought his way out when he was surrounded by 300 Chinese soldiers in Korea?
Very specific.
And
he was right?
Yep, it was there. Wow. He goes, that was my father.
Whoa.
So
he must have known by the date or something?
Yeah, yep.
Wow. Impressive. I would have doubled the price. I'm just kidding.
So I'm getting better at checking on items because my organization is a lot better on stuff. so I can find stuff a lot easier. And I went through the box and I did find that, and sure enough, he did end up buying it. And I actually read the story as well before I shipped it out. It was quite heroic, basically. I mean, to pin down and fight your way out with 300 people.
Sure.
So, and that's another thing too. I know we've talked about in the past why we do this, and it is beyond just the money. Because if we just care about the money, I mean, I could work at Walmart. Nothing against Walmart.
Welcome to Walmart. You'd be great at that.
Welcome to Walmart. Welcome to Walmart. We have great deals. But those kind of stories, and we are not sponsored by Walmart, by the way, although we would be.
But hit the like button for us, not Walmart.
There you go. Yeah. But those kind of stories do keep me going, and I love hearing about stories like that, and the history. And this newspaper definitely had history, and it also went to him, where obviously it had great meaning to him, because that was his father. So, just wanted to share that little story. Wanted to bring this up. Tell you, New York Times does sell, but it was a great story. Kind of tied back into the flag cover too.
Yeah.
Nice little tidy. Tied it all up with a bow today. Yeah. Alrighty, hit the like button, and we will see you next video.
Take care. Bye bye.